Okay, to further discussion about the durability of the Hanwei Tinker Line Early Medieval Single-Handed Sword, which this is a custom-mounted replacement blade of. I'm going to talk real quick about the type of taper that this sword has and how that affects, well, the durability and handling of the sword. This sword has quite a lot of distal taper. Now, profile taper is how the sword tapers from here, being thick here, to being narrower here as it's getting ready to go around into the point. That's profile taper. Distal taper is how the sword thins or tapers as it goes from this part of the sword to this part of the sword. So this part is thick and this part is thin. Now, this affects a lot of things. It affects more things than I understand even, which is fine. There's a lot of things I don't understand. A lot of people, we like to do this, bang the hilt, you know, watch it wiggle, see where the center of percussion is, and in this case it's pretty much right here. If you take this sword, a good way to demonstrate its distal taper is to give it a bend. Okay? As you can see, it takes very little effort to bend the sword that much. I'm using my pinky and my thumb, and I'm bending it at what, almost about 45 degrees, right? Okay? But notice, please, that the sword is only bending from here forward. From here forward. That's because from here to about here, this sword is monster thick. I mean, I can't bend that even if I want to. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm getting just a little bit, but no, that's not bending. I don't know if the camera can see that. I put it over my knee and I get pretty much the same result. This area down here, from about here to about here, is really, really, really very thick. From here to here, it thins. From here to here, it thins aggressively, and the thinning kind of slows down, but continues throughout here until it gets, down about this area where down this area it kind of levels off and doesn't thin too much more from here out. But in the video of me chopping the brick, which you're going to see in slow motion here in a minute, you're going to notice that the fort, or the strong of the blade, does not bend hardly at all, while this end bends like crazy. Okay? So, distal taper has a huge effect in handling. It helps make a sword quick and handy and easy to maneuver. And of course, the distribution of weight and mass throughout the blade affects its vibration and where the vibrational centers are, the nodes and centers of percussion and all those wonderful things that I really don't understand. I just know that where the mass is affects those things. And I think this sword really has got the whole distal taper thing down. Take a look at this.